Well, hello. Um, this is probably the third video that I've made, man. Last video I made sure that I was shaved, had a nice shirt on, but I was yawning in that video. Like I must have yawned 5 or 6 times. I'll show it to you if you want. I struggled all weekend, going, man, I can't post that video. Can't do it. Won't. So anyway, I'm making a new one. What my video is about is part of our teacher training. Part of the training that this will be a resource for you, so you can keep this tucked away somewhere and use it whenever you want to. I'm going to be talking about classroom safety, keeping kids safe, and keeping you safe as well. First thing I want to do, and this you should know and be practicing constantly: never be alone with a kid. All right, I say this, but in the back of my mind, I know from experience how easy it is to be in a situation when you find yourself alone with a kid. You're writing on the whiteboard and you're talking, and the next thing you know, everybody in there's gone except for this one kid that's staring at you writing. Okay, you're alone in a room with a kid. Okay, even if it's your own kid, you never want to do that. Not because we are afraid that you're going to hurt that kid, but we want to make sure that when parents walk by under any conditions and know that we have those safeties measures in place and we take them very serious, and they can walk down here at any time and know that you'll never run into something like that. Uh, the other day I was in a room and we were looking for band-aids or something. Kid had cut their finger and we're downstairs and we're looking through all the rooms, and I remembered where one of the first aid kits was. And so I ran down there to get it, and the kid followed me. And I turned around and I said, "Hey, wait right here." And went in the room, got the band aid, came out, put the band aid on his finger. It could be easy as that. It could be easy as, "Hey, since everybody's going, you mind waiting outside?" Okay, definitely hold the door open, put the little door stop on. Just make sure that you're not alone with a kid. Now, we have rules in place where a husband and wife, or a guy and his cousin, anybody related, they cannot be in a room by themselves. And the reason why is because if anything happens, then we don't want the possibility that two people could be collaborating a story, okay? That they could have well in advance. This is why the rule's in place. Not that you're going to do that, but they could have well in place said, "Hey, this is what we're going to do." Um, so we want to make sure that the people aren't related. Okay, it's very easy to do. The kids understand this better than you can imagine because this is the policies they have at school. It's like fire drills. You know, we make a big deal about practicing fire drills. The kids do those all the time. Okay, um, and so just know this: that if you are serving in kids, you are not alone. And if you ever feel alone, if you ever feel overwhelmed, if you ever feel like I'm on my last leg, all I need is for one more parent to say something to me and I'm gone. If you feel like that, I have not done my job. Okay? I failed at my job if you feel like that. Because you always have an opportunity to talk to us. We know you're going to get overwhelmed. We know that you're going to get tired. We know you're going to have one of those bad days. When I was a teacher, I remember I used to tell myself that the hardest part about being a teacher was dealing with the parents. And we know that. You will never, ever have to deal with the parent alone. Please understand that. If you have to deal with a kid or a parent and you're feeling overwhelmed, before you even feel that way, I want you to come and contact us. I am here. One of the reasons that I'm here is to deal with that part so that you don't have to. You don't have to be the bad guy. I'll be the bad guy, okay? Ask questions. Whenever you have a question, please don't let the semester go by and you've got this question and you just feel like, man, this question is too silly. I don't want to ask it. Please know that any question helps us. If we can answer a question that you have and we can pass on that answer, that means that other volunteers, other teachers, man, they have those questions too. Okay? So always make sure that you're asking questions. I'm going to tell you right now that I expect a lot out of your teaching. I expect that you're going to know the lessons beforehand. If you're in the car and Sunday morning you're trying to look at your lessons so that you can at least kind of know what's going on, you have failed. Okay? I don't mean you got to take 8 hours throughout the week. No, I mean just be prepared, because you're serving God. You're not serving me. You're not serving Lillian. You're serving God. God has called you to the place and to the position that you're at. And you know what? He didn't call you so that you could be mediocre, okay? He didn't call you so you could just get by. That's not why God called you, okay? Now, we're going to have, I'm almost done. We're going to have maybe once a quarter or once a month, we're going to have some fellowship potentials, meaning we're going to call a restaurant up. We're going to say, hey, we're going to have 30 people coming in Sunday after church or Saturday morning or Saturday night or whatever. Be sure that you attend. Bring your family, okay? This is our opportunity to all be together. Pay for your own meal, but we get to share fellowship. Very important to me. I've always done those things, and they've always been successful, all right? You have an opportunity to meet people that you may not even know. You've gone to church with them for 20 years, okay? When you go, sit with somebody you don't know. Make yourself comfortable, right? We're all on the same team. If you ever have any questions about safety or about the kids in your class, please let us know. If you have a kid that you are having trouble dealing with and they're being very distractive, let me know. Let Thomas know. Let Lillian know. Why? Because I know those are going to happen. They happen. They're kids. They can be difficult. Okay. I have a son that has autism, and he can be very difficult to deal with until you learn how. And we have special teachers in our ministry that can help you, and they can take on those kids. All right. We're going to teach you classroom management. We're going to teach you how to look for certain signs that a kid is having a bad day and how to correct them and how to deal with them. We're going to teach you all those things. And if we haven't taught you, then you need to ask, okay? You need to make sure that you let me know, hey, man, you haven't taught me any of that stuff, all right? Be sure to be safe always. One of the things that I've experienced many, many times is kids horse playing, and you're, oh, man, you kids cut it out. And the next thing you know, a kid busts his head on the corner of a table. Always make sure that you have full control of that classroom. They can play when they're done. When they're out of church, they can go to the backyard and play all they want. All right. Keep the kids safe when they're in your hands. All right. Make sure that the classroom is exciting. All right. When you got a bunch of fifth graders and you're sitting around a table and you've got the Bible and you're just reading to them, man, that I would jump out the window. I'd be so bored. Make sure that class is exciting. Make sure that you're teaching in a way that those kids are going to want to sit there and learn. All right. Make them run around. Make them draw. Do something. But make sure those classes are exciting. And if you don't have any ideas on how to do that, man, let us know. Jeannie Luther is a great resource for things like that. Okay. So that's the end of my video. Probably didn't teach you a lot. If somebody would ask me, what is the one thing that you want to teach them? I would say this. The one thing I want you to know is you are not alone. Don't act like you're alone. Don't be lonely. Get a hold of us, okay? Share what's going on. Come to our fellowship lunches or dinners. Get to know us, all right? Take care. Bye-bye.